Hi everyone, it's Shari Carroll here for SimonsStamp.com with the reveal of our November 2014 card kit. This is one of my favorite kits, and I'm going to start off with the stamp set, and this one is called Be Joyful, and this has some great trees and messages plus some snowfall and whimsical images to put onto your cards. Also included in the kit is multi-medium, and that's the matte multi-medium, which is an excellent way to glue on your sequins. So we have a bag of sequins here, and there's little snowflakes and like a medium-sized sequin. We also have a pack of enamel shapes, and these are by My Mind's Eye, and they're called Jubilee. And those colors go perfectly with the papers that we have in here. So these papers are by Lawn Fawn. They are 6 by 6, and there's 18 sheets in this pack, and they are single-sided, and lots of great colors in here. As I flip through, you can see also that there's some really great patterns. There are 5 cardstocks in this pack, and I'll start off with the Simon Says Stamp Khaki cardstock. The next one is the Simon Says Stamp Cotton Candy, and then the Simon 120 white cardstock, and then the 2 Bazils are a necklace, or candy necklace, and peppermint cardstock. So that is the Winter Jubilee card kit for November 2014. I have created a quick and easy card using the stamps from the kit plus some of the papers to create a nice little arrangement for a Christmas card. To start off, I'll be stamping the smaller of the 2 Christmas trees, and I'll be using the Simon Says Stamp Teal ink, and this goes really beautifully with these papers. So what I want to do is just go ahead and ink up that stamp really well. The stamp is pretty much solid, but it has some fine detail lines on there, so I want to make sure that I get a really good impression. Ink it well, and then I'll just stamp that right onto some white cardstock. I will be cutting this out when I'm done, and I'll be leaving a little white border just around the tree. So that stamps out really nice, and the ink will lighten as it sets into the paper, so give that about 10 minutes. And while I have my white paper out, I'm going to go ahead and replace my tree. I'll clean that up later. And the next thing I want to do is to grab the Happy Holidays. It's a really fun message, and I like how it's stacked together. So for this one, I'm going to be using the Simon Says Stamp new ink, and it's called Hot Lips, and it's kind of a pinkish red, which goes also really well with these papers. So for this, I'm just going to go ahead and ink this up. I can kind of see through the stamp to make sure I'm getting a good impression since it's a first time using the stamp. And once I have that well inked, I'll go ahead and stamp that onto the paper. I will be cutting this out into a little rectangle and adding it to my card. Okay, next for some quick assembly, I have cut a few strips of the papers and I've attached them to a top folding card. And I've also cut a panel of one of the scenes of the papers, and then I've cut out my tree and added a tree trunk to it, plus an enamel shape heart, which matches the reds in those papers. I've also added some foam squares to the back, and I'll just place it onto my card. I have cut out my message in the rectangle just around that message, and I had some spare paper left over, so I added a little flag piece to that message. And for this, I'll just use my regular tape runner and add this to my little scene here. And I want to make sure I get the corners really well, so this will hold in place. So that's a look at our November 2014 card kit called Winter Jubilee, and I hope I've given you some inspiration to try when you get your kit. Thanks for watching.